Hey, what's up, guys? It's Larry, the robot maker, robot general. And today we're going to cover 5 automations using Zap or Zapier, but they're called Zaps, that will save you thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours, your personal time. Right? And I firmly believe that everyone who is in business should be doing this in order to grow your marketing, grow your business, and of course, save you time and energy and whatnot. So these are things I actually get hired to do. I get paid to do this, but I also coach it. And I'm just going to share with you guys because I think that the more I share, the more people that benefit and grow their business, the more opportunities I'm going to get, anyways. So I think it actually benefits me to not charge and limit to the amount of people that are getting this information, but to just throw it all out there, pay it forward, whatever you want to call it, give, right? Give value, whatever you want to call it, and in hopes of developing a relationship with people that I might not have had a chance with in the past, and maybe we can succeed together. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. And I'm gonna use the main screen here. Right, so don't freak out when you see like the little thing here. I'm gonna go straight to Zapier. So when you log into Zapier, I'm gonna go ahead and just the main page. It's gonna show you a really simple, clean dashboard. This is why one of the reasons I like Zapier. It's very intuitive. And I've had people call it Zapier or Zapier. The way I look at it, they have a motto called Zapier makes you happier. So I think would rhyme, right? So that's why I call it Zapier, and they're called Zaps. But some people call Zapier, and Zapier sounds like rapier. So I don't really like that. So, anyways, it gives you suggestions on what to do, and this is like a primer, just in case you don't know what Zapier is. It's free, unless you do certain things. You do certain, they call it premium zaps, but there's a lot of free zaps out there. Okay, but they give you suggestions. But the cool thing is you can actually just kind of search. So let's pretend you use I don't know, Gmail a lot, right? So I put Gmail, and it gives me suggestions. Like if I do a Gmail, like maybe I write email, whatever. Maybe something will pop up. Something will uh, give you a suggestion that you might uh, be able to use, right? Maybe use Trello, right? Maybe you use Google Sheets, and there's more ideas than they give you, right? Gmail is probably one of the most widely used uh, apps in the Zapier, right? So that's an example. So let's go ahead and just type in, I don't know, Facebook, right? See if I can find anything in Facebook. So I'm gonna go on Facebook pages, right? Um, so let's say new email. Look at that, I can create a page post. So I have it set up where I can actually write an email on this account, and it'll create a page post, right? And I'm not going to do that. I'm just showing you an example of the power of the potential with Zapier, right? I mean, literally, I can go to my Gmail account, write an email, and it'll actually create a post based on that. Maybe it'll take the exact text and post it as a post. Who knows, right? Kind of interesting, kind of cool, right? Uh, so again, you can literally just kind of play probably for hours, if not days, with Zapier, see what the possible combinations or possible zaps you can create, right? And you actually search if you want to what kind of zaps or apps are out there, right? So let me go back to the main page again, and they actually have explore, right? And it gives you more ideas, like popular ways to start saving time today. Find pre-made workflows, seamlessly transfer all your data from one app to another. Do something myself connected to all my apps together. And these are all the different apps that you can actually use. You can actually kind of scroll through it and look, right? I'm pretty sure you'll find something in here that you use. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why I went to this page, so you can see uh, these different examples, right? Second here. Where's my Zoom? I'm trying to find my Zoom. Where's it at? Okay. I don't even know if I shared the right screen here. And I'm looking for my Zoom. I'm going to share that. All right. Sorry about that. I was getting a lot of notifications. So I switched monitors so you'll see the notifications. Okay, cool. All right. So again, you can actually explore all the different apps they have here, right? So again, the sky's the limit, and you probably would spend hours, if not days or weeks, trying to explore all these. So I try not to get involved in here. I try to just think about the things that I use all the time and then I search for it, right? But I guarantee you there's zaps on here that I could probably be using that would make my life easier, right? But I want to focus on the ones that I use on a very high level because it has definitely helped save me thousands of dollars and save me plenty of hours. When I say thousands of dollars, I'm talking about CRMs that might cost you more money because of a certain thing that they provide. And instead of upgrading or instead of paying for the CRM, you can actually do this and it'll actually do the same thing, right? For example, Pipedrive, which I love. I love Pipedrive. I've been using it for half a decade. They have workflows where, like, if you move them to a certain part of your uh, like category or timeline or a different I forget what they're called. I don't believe I can't remember the name right now. I blanked out. But basically there's different columns in Pipedrive, and if I move it from one column to the next one, it'll actually automatically send an email. That's a Pipedrive feature, but it costs more money per month to do that. Well, with Zap, you can do the same thing and it's free, right? Also, a lot of the things that I want Zapier to do takes manual man hours. Like, I had to physically do it. Well, instead of me physically doing it, I would hire virtual assistants to do it, right? Well, that costs money. Virtual assistants can cost up to $2 an hour, all the way up to $10 an hour, depending, right? Well, a lot of my zaps are created to do what I would do manually as a human, or if I hired a virtual assistant to do it, but Zapier does it for me automatically, therefore saving me not only money, but a lot of time, right? So let's go ahead and look at some of these zaps, right? So the first one I want to kind of show off or talk about is a like a form zap, right? And when I'm saying a form zap, actually that might be a little bit too advanced. Let's go ahead and go to the basic one. Let's look at the page share zaps, right? So I have two zaps, okay, two, right? Two zaps that actually I use pretty much daily, okay? Um, Now, if you notice, there's four total here, right? But two of them are copies of each other. The reason why is because I'm having issues with Zap, which of course is one of the negatives of Zapier. There's things that sometimes you can't control because again, it's a bridge between multiple applications. Well, one application might change or update or become a little bit less accessible. So therefore the Zap no longer works because the bridge is disconnected, right? So Facebook is one of those apps that changes constantly, like every single day. It's basically a perpetual beta, meaning it's constantly updating and changing, right? So I have to constantly update or change or reconnect my zaps in order to make them work, right? And it's also the same with my clients, right? So at this point, I haven't figured out how to fix that. So basically, what I did was I made copies of this, and the bottleneck is the groups, meaning I actually have groups involved on this. So what I did was I made copies and I deleted the groups, and it works. Okay. So what is this zap exactly? Well, I'm going to show you what I would do manually, right? So for example, I am literally streaming this video or this call right now to 8 different platforms. Okay. And I'm not sure if you saw, but let me see if I can share a different screen here. I'm gonna share my exact screen. This is the one that had a lot of notifications, so I might switch back. But you'll see here, I'm streaming to like 8 different platforms, and ignore the whole like whatever. But I'm streaming to 8 different platforms up here up top, to my personal page, to a hero page called Larry the Mortgage Guy, to Real Estate Robot Army page, to a group that I am an admin of, real estate agents that really work. This is Real Estate Robot Army group. So this is the page and this is the group. This is my LinkedIn account. This is my Real Estate Robot Army YouTube channel, and this is my Your Mortgage Insider YouTube channel. So I'm streaming to these different platforms. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because Real Estate Robot Army page is one of the places that I have a zap on. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and share the original screen I was looking at. Okay, so Real Estate Robot Army. So right now, I'm literally streaming what you're watching to my Real Estate Robot Army page, right? Which has 551 people following it, right? Not a lot, but enough to make an effort, right? And again, I'm not doing anything because all I do is click on my StreamYard to share to this page. So right now, you can see me live streaming right here. See? So this is like a meta moment. I'm talking about streaming on my page, and you're watching me talk about the stream, right? So what I want you to see is that it's shared 6 times. I didn't do this. Again, you've been watching me this the whole time. I didn't do any of the sharing, right? What I did was I created a app right here, and it's sharing for me. Okay. So what I did was I made it a trigger, is what they call it, right? The trigger is if there's a new post on Real Estate Robot Army page, then the action is to share to Larry the Mortgage Guy page, share to Robot General's page, share to Robots LLC page, share to Foodbots page, and share to Robots VA page, share to robothustlers.com page, share to Real Estate Influencers page, share to LinkedIn, and then share to Tumblr. So in an automated fashion, because I streamed my StreamYard to the Real Estate Robot Army page, it's sharing the stream to these different locations, as you can see here, right? Automatically. It did it all on its own. I didn't do anything. See, Real Estate Influencers, robothustlers.com, Foodbots, right? See? So my stream is being shared right now, real time. You guys are watching to 6 or 7 different platforms used because of Zaps. See? I didn't do this. You guys have been watching me this entire time. I didn't do this meaning I wasn't manually doing this. This is all done through my Zap, right? So again, that's convenient, right? But let's say I used to do videos like this every single day, and I would actually ask my teammates, who were part of Roll say, hey, can you please share my stream, my live, whatever? Because I would actually do the video directly on Real Estate Robot Army page and ask them to share it, right? And sometimes they were available, sometimes they weren't, and sometimes they shared it too late, whatever. Sometimes none were shared. Well, now I don't have to lean on my teammates. I don't have to ask someone, it does it automatically. It's already ready. Like Zap as a assistant is already ready to launch any kind of shares I requested, right? So as you can see, it's shared automatically, right? And for me to do this manually would take time, right? It would take effort, okay? And I actually want to go ahead and share this. So let me show you, right? So let's say I decide to share the stream. Click share. I'm gonna share it to the group because I opted to not share it into the group. So I'm going to share it to the group right now. There's a private group right there. And I'm gonna post it. Now that didn't take that long, but that's a few clicks, right? Right now, I actually have 2 zaps where I'm sharing to 20 different platforms using the exact actions you just saw, right? So 20 as in 10 plus 10, right? Because if you look right here, that's 10 different platforms that it's being shared to. And this one has 10 different platforms it's being shared to. So 20 different platforms at the same time being shared, right? So multiply all those actions times 20, that's how much time it would take for me to actually do this, plus the lag time and everything like that. So that's what Zapier does, is it makes literally, I don't want to call it menial or useless, but repetitive tasks that takes time and energy. It does it for you automatically without you even thinking about it, right? As long as your apps are built and as long as it's on, right? So that's an example of how I'm saving time. And of course, again, saving money because I am not paying someone to do this. I'm not paying uh, a virtual assistant to do this, right? There's virtual assistants that I pay $500, $600, $700 a month to help me on certain things, right? So 2 months of that would be over $1,000 right there, right? So I've been doing this for over a year. So I've definitely saved hundreds of dollars a month, totaling $1,000 a month by just having Zapier do this for me. And Zapier, again, I pay for the premium, but you can get it for free. Okay. And you can actually see in real time. The cool thing about Zapier, it also gives you history, right? So I could look at Zapier history and it will tell me what it has done in terms of automations, right? So we're going to look at the Zap that I just showed you just now, right? So I'm going to go to Zap runs. Thanks, JP, for your comment. Love Zap. And if you're still watching and you don't mind, maybe you can share what you're using Zapier for, so we can all get some ideas. Because obviously, I think there's a lot more that I don't know about that people are using that I would love to know about, right? So right here, see, this is the Zap. It says success. It was 3:08:49, which was about 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. I click here, and it tells me literally what it did. It tells me literally what the Zap actually created. So it's found a post and it's sent to this page. It's sent to this page. And then it sent it to this page. Send it to this page. I mean, I can probably add way more steps. Right now I have 10. I can add way more steps to this, right? Even share on LinkedIn. I'm actually interested in seeing the LinkedIn one, right? So let's go and take a look at the LinkedIn version, right? Let's see here. Actually, I'm gonna leave that so you guys can see that. See, the thinking about LinkedIn is I never log in LinkedIn. I never use it, right? I don't have enough bandwidth. For me, Facebook is enough. It's actually more than enough. It's too much, right? So the fact that StreamYard allows me to stream to LinkedIn and Zapier allows me to zap to LinkedIn is really cool because I actually got a referral from LinkedIn because of my videos. And I actually just closed that deal like last month. So LinkedIn actually paid me. So this thing I'm showing you, the Zapier and the StreamYard and doing videos, streaming to LinkedIn, paid me, right? So it not only is it saving me thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours, it's also making me thousands of dollars, right? So look right here. See, 5 automations that will save you hundreds of thousands of hours. This is the exact video that we're doing right now. This is the exact video that we're talking about right now. You see? So I'm literally in real time showing you the greatness of Zapier and what it does, right? And this is just a simple one. It's not even that complicated. I literally just said, Zap, if someone makes a post on this page, please share it to these other pages and platforms. That's literally all I asked it to do. Nothing complicated, nothing, uh, asking too much of it, whatever. And I'm going to show you what the Zap looks like, right? So we're looking at the StreamYard Real Estate Robot Army, right? So I'm gonna actually show you how to build it, right? I actually might demonstrate to you. Okay. So this is what you have to do. All you have to do is connect it to a page, which means you have to connect it through Facebook, right? So the event is new post on your timeline. That's the trigger event, right? And there might be multiple events that I might choose, but in this case, I wanted to just new post on my timeline, right? And then I go to choose account, and then you got to select your account. Mine's Larry Lee Lender. Set up the trigger. Which page, right? Which page is it that you're going to search? And it has a number here, but it's really the page is actually the Real Estate Robot Army page, right? You can select here. Maybe the same number here, okay? Right, and then I put test trigger, and test trigger just tells me that they found a post that they could use, and I'm going to test it for you right now, right? I'm going to search for this post that you're watching, this stream that you're watching right now. I'm going to use that, okay, which is going to be probably the most recent one. See, look at 5 automation that will save you thousands, if not hundreds of hours. So my Zap already found this post, and I'm going to in real time show you how Zap takes it and moves it over. Before I do that, I'm going to go and look at what JP said. JP says, we've moved to high level, but previous companies we use Zap to tie active campaigns to SMS and Winnie's voicemail services, all using automation in active campaign. And I'm actually going to talk about that. That's one of the Zaps I'm going to suggest. And actually, I thought about using high level. I actually have it. I have teammates that are using it. I have referral partners that are using it, but it's just a lot to learn. So that's why I haven't gotten into it yet. But yes, high level is definitely sort of an example of automations. But Zap costs you nothing, right? For now. So if you can't get high level, which is pretty expensive, Zaps is a good alternative. So thanks for bringing that up. So again, I found the post that you're looking at right now. Okay. And I'm going to add a new Zap just so you can see. So I'm going to click Facebook pages. Right. And I'm going to create a page post. Wait a minute. Look at which ones that use the most Zaps, and this one's using 8. So the actual one says 15. So maybe I should use that one. Either way, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now I'm going to find my page that I'm going to share to. So I'm going to go ahead and actually, maybe I'm doing the wrong one. Okay, no, I'm doing it right. Okay, just want to make sure. Create a page post. So we're going to choose Larry Team. Larry Team, that's funny. I'm just going to choose something from the list. So because I want to look at it right away. These are all the pages I own and run or work with, right? And it might be because I'm not choosing the right account here. Let me just choose. I'm still going to choose a different account here. This one has 50. Where's the one with 15 apps? Let's try that one. I don't know if it makes a difference or not. Larry. There it is. I was looking for Larry Lee Team Open Mortgage. So basically, I'm going to share this Zoom to the Larry Lee team at Open Mortgage. Okay. And I don't want to put a message. Oh, actually, you know what? I do have a message because I tag it, right? I add a little hashtags, whatever. So right here, maybe I should edit this. This is old stuff, right? So I'm going to copy this. It says there's a message and there's the first action link, right? So I put that in the Facebook page. So I'm going to do the same thing. Sorry for the sound. That's my son. So there's the message. Where's the first link? First action link. Okay. And then I put my little whatever. So this is going to be added to the share. You know, when you share something, it shares the actual link or the post, but then you actually add it like a description. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay. And then I'm going to use the new action link as the link itself. I think this actually makes sure that my post gets shared in there, right? So I'm going to press continue. Okay, so it gives me an example of what's going to happen, right? And I can skip the test, but I'm doing this for demonstration reasons. So I'm going to show you what happens. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the Larry Lee team at Open Mortgage page. So this is the page I'm talking about. There's the stream is not being shared here because this is a social media sort of a class, not really a consumer facing mortgage related class. So my most recent post is this one, right? That's funny. I actually did share Rose Robot page there. But see, this is my most recent post, which is 4 hours ago. Okay. So there's no new post, right? So basically, my Zap is going to automatically post here. So I'm actually going to create a split screen. Split screen here. So you guys can see what's going to happen. Okay. So right here, again, there's no new post. Right. My most recent post is this one, right? So I'm going to test and continue. And it's going to tell me that the test was successful or whatever, right? See, test was successful. I'm going to make sure the Zap turns on. This is a mistake I make all the time. I forget to turn it on. So the next time a post happens, it doesn't get done. So I got to make sure to turn it on because when you edit, it always turns it off, right? Which makes sense. So I should get a notification saying that, a new post was shared. Might take a little bit of time. You guys already tested, so I'm not going to change this. Facebook might be a little slow. So let me go and refresh this. Reload. And it might be slow because I'm literally streaming at the same time. So that does tend to happen. Like my computer and the internet and everything combined, it's almost like I'm at the red line when it comes to like everything I'm trying to do. So let's look at what happened on the page. And there's the post. 5 automations that will save you thousands. Published by Zapier just now. See? So I just added that Zap. And of course I tested it, but from here on out, if I leave this step, which is number 11, in here, so anytime I share to the Real Estate Robot Army, it's going to share into this page, right? So again, that's exactly how easy Zapier can be, right? I mean, and it's pretty intuitive. Like they tell you like what to add, what to change. They ask you, what do you want the message to be, whatever. They kind of guide you, right? So it's very, like I said, very intuitive, very easy to use once you get used to it, right? I wouldn't say it's like no learning curve. There's a little bit of learning curve, but once you learn it, it's like amazing, right? There's so much you can do. So I'm going to show you the other Zap that JP actually mentioned. He said, we moved to high level, but in previous we used Zap to tie in active campaigns to SMS and ringless voicemails services using all automation active campaigns. So basically what he's saying is that he would set it up so that if there was a message or maybe a new lead or whatever, they would be sent as text messages and ringless voicemails. So let me show you examples of that I did using just Zapier and Google. Of course, you have to have like a ringless voicemail service, which I use Slide Dial or Slide Broadcast, whatever. But I'm going to show you how you can do that if you already have those particular assets, right? Which, of course, costs a subscription, costs money, but if you have it, then you can use it, right? So let's see here. I think I just showed you 2 Zaps, right? I need to show you 5. So let's see here. Where's my? I have so many Zaps, I don't remember them all. Here's the FooBots Zap. FooBots is a CRM that I own. Nope, it's not FooBots. That's something else. It was an Learning the Mortgage guy. Oh, this is another Zap I'm going to show you later. This is a little bit more complex. Oh, referral bots. Duh. That's why I called them. Okay. So basically I set it up so that when someone fills out a form, again, sorry for the slowness. It's because I'm streaming right now. So I set it up so that when someone fills out a form on Google Sheets, not Sheets, Google Forms, right? What it does is it sends an email, and it sends an email. Well, it sends an email to them. It sends an email to my referral partner, and it sends them a text message and a phone call, and it creates a lead into my CRM. So basically, I would actually consider this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Zaps right here alone. But I put it all together, right? But you can create separate Zaps for this. You can create a Zap just to email a client. So, for example, let's say you get a new client. Let's say it's a referral. It's a name, number, email. It's your friend who referred them, and you want to reach out to them. You put their information into the form, and it will automatically send them an email. And the emails are pre-written. Okay. So let me go ahead and show you what I mean by that. Okay. So here's the email. Hey, blank. Actually, let me show you the actual setup. I want to show you what it was actually built like. So it shows me which emails it sends you. I can CC it to someone. I can customize the subject, and it says, hey, and this is using information from the form. So the form creates this, right? So this person name's HRIT. I don't know what that is, right? Hey, blank. This is Larry Lee, branch manager, and then it says, we receive information from best realtor partners, and then it gives them choices as to how they can reach out to us. But as a lender, for me, the reason why this is good for me is because if it was referred a client from a realtor, I literally immediately follow up with them right away. So when an agent says, okay, can you please call this person? Here's their name, here's their phone number, here's their email. I plug it into the form. Okay. I plug it into the form, and the form itself will automatically send them this email, right? Now, another step is I actually would, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Another step will be it sending the email to my team and my referral partner. What I mean by that is not only did we go back here. some reason not highlighting, so I'm going to just click it. The reason why I was getting so many text messages and you guys, I took it all off because I don't want you to see the information. One of my clients is in the middle of closing right now, and it just funded. So you guys are good luck because being on the call with you guys have got me a deal funded, right? So this is the email that we sent, and I just showed you to the client. This is the email that I sent to my teammates, meaning people who are part of my team, maybe my assistants, maybe my processors, maybe the loan officers, and also sends and copies an email to the referring agent, right? You go, this is a message from your referral bot, Roberta. You got a new referral at blank, blank, blank. This is the name. This is their phone number, email. I don't know what it is backwards. And it tells you who the referring agent is. This is an email. Everyone gets it, right? My team gets it. I get it. The agent gets it. So they know, the agent knows that we're on it. We know about this lead, right? So that's the email. So that's two zaps. One of them is the email sent to the client as an automated follow-up. Number two is a confirmation to my team as well as my referring partner that we got the lead and we have their information. And then it sends a text message, okay, to everyone on the team. So not only do they get email, they also get a text message. Hey, Larry team, this is a message from your ultimate referral bot, Roberta. You got a new referral, and then puts when, tells the name, first and last name, and it tells who referred to us. So not only do we get an email version, we get a text message version. Okay. And then we also get a phone call. And I actually type what the message says and it reads it in a robotic voice, which is kind of funny, right? Hi, Larry team. This is your ultimate referral bot, Roberta calling. You got a new referral named blank, blank, blank from this agent. Your information should be ready in your inbox, your email inbox, text inbox, and your CRM. Thank you. Hasta la vista, baby. And it actually says that, and it's a woman's voice. Okay. And then it creates literally a record inside my CRM, which in this case I use Be in Touch. Okay. So again, that's 5 zaps right there. Send an email to the referrer. Okay. You automatically, by punching the information into the form, you send an email to the referred client. You send an email to the person you refer them to in your team, right? So for a loan officer, you might be sending it to your assistant or whatever, and your referring partner, right? For a real estate agent, maybe maybe you have a transaction coordinator. Maybe you have, you know, a broker that you want to send to, or maybe you have a team and you want to send this to your team so they can get access to it, so they can call them. Maybe you're on the road, maybe you're always out there showing houses, and you have someone whose job is to follow up on any leads that comes in because they're dedicated to sitting in the office, right? So they get the email. So they don't only do they get the email, but they also get a text and they also get a phone call, right? And the phone call will let them know, hey, you got a new lead, yada yada yada, right? And then it gets automatically added to the CRM. Okay, so that's one of those things where you have an assistant doing this for you, and all you have to do is fill out one form one time, right? So that's kind of the same thing, sort of, with what JP's doing. I can do a bring this voicemail as well. I didn't add it on here, but I can add a bring this voicemail using Zapier, like he was saying. So yeah, and I'm using Twilio because I have Twilio accounts, meaning I have a Twilio account when it comes to like phone numbers, right? And I can text and call and use ring this voicemail at the same time using that number. Okay, so I use Twilio for that. Okay, so I believe I fulfilled the promise of giving you 5 zaps. They'll save you a lot of time and money. But I'm gonna show you one more zap because I think it's important that you guys see this one. Okay, and this one is something that I don't think it's dead in the water. What I mean by that is Facebook has been having troubles or issues with it. But I'm going to figure out a way to fix it. Okay. But what it is actually, there's 2 of them here. I'm just going to explain. I'm not going to show it to you. I'm going to explain this one. This is a kind of a bonus one, right? So in this case, I got a Facebook lead. Now this one costs money. This is a premium feature, right? but I got a Facebook lead. The problem with Facebook leads when I first started was I was getting the lead into Facebook, meaning I had to log into Facebook and look at my ad account and click leads, and then I would get like a Excel spreadsheet download, right? Um, so it's funny because actually Brenda said you gotta get open mortgage gear. I actually do have open mortgage gear. Actually, hold on real quick, Brenda. I'll show you. I wore this yesterday, so I didn't feel like it was good to wear it again today. But here's my open mortgage. See, my wife made it for me. That's why it has the little logo here, LLT, LL Move, whatever, right? But yeah, I was wearing this yesterday, so again, I didn't want to look silly and have a. I didn't want to look like I was wearing the same outfit twice or whatever. So I do have gear, but thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, give me some more gear. I'll take it. Right, free clothes, for sure. I'll wear it. But yeah, like I said, uh, Facebook made it so I had to go into the ad account and download the Excel spreadsheets to get the leads, which was kind of cumbersome. And because I don't remember getting any kind of, what do you call it, notification or email. Like if I got a lead, I didn't know about it. I had to go in and just look at it for myself. So sometimes the lead might sit there for all day before I even get to it, right? So what I created was a system where it would automatically email them. And I'll actually show it to you. I didn't want to get into it too much, but I'll actually show it to you what it looks like, okay? So new lead in Facebook. So all it does is it finds a lead, right? That's all it does. Like I don't even want to show you the name of a client, whatever. But basically, if there's a lead from this form, it populates it into something, right? And it sends an email to that person, right? And I'm just going to show you real quickly what the email looks like, right? It says, "Hi, Pamela. I'm the team member assigned to your request. As promised, here's a list of homes that qualify for 0% down USDA financing. We're also sending you additional info, yada, yada, yada," right? And of course, not only am I sending them an email, I'm also asking them more questions. You know, the email is just saying thanks, but I'm also sending them questions so that maybe they reply back. Because if they do reply back and they answer these questions, then we know it's a hot lead. Like they are high intention. They are um, they are definitely interested if they answer these questions, right? So we call these the money leads, right? If they answer any of these questions or if they answer all the questions, then then they're the money leads, right? We also give a link to the USD home list of homes, something I might have created already, and I give them home search options right here, and then of course I actually give them the legal stuff, right? Um, so yeah, I automatically email them, right? And then I add it to a spreadsheet in Google Sheets. Now, two reasons why I do this, and I don't have to show you what a spreadsheet looks like in Google. You should already know that. If you don't, you're definitely in the Stone Age because everyone should be using Google Sheets or Excel, but Google Sheets for sure because it's free, right? But basically, I put their name, number, email, the source of the lead, like where they come from, like which page or whatever, what time they opted in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I have it in the Google spreadsheet for two reasons. Number one, the spreadsheet system that Google has is very versatile and it's probably one of the most used apps in Zapier. So Zapier has a lot of options that will use the Google Sheets as a trigger. So it might say if a new row is populated, it'll then do this. Maybe send an email, maybe send a text, whatever, right? So I actually think that's how Google Forms work, the one that I showed you earlier. I think what it does is it actually looks at the Google Forms sheets, right? But who knows? But again, I do this because I want to, number one, have the potential of using that sheet for other apps. But number two, it's nice to have just a spreadsheet of all the leads, right? The thing that I'm trying to download from Facebook constantly, I have it there. Okay. So maybe I have a team. Maybe I have a virtual assistant. Maybe I have a referral partner, right, who calls the leads as well. I'm a lender, right? So maybe I'm generating leads for the both of us, right? And we have access to that Google Sheet. So there's lots of reasons why I would take this information and put it into Google Sheets. Again, initially with Facebook leads, I was forced to log in, go to my ads manager, new lead, click it, and then download some sort of spreadsheet, right? That was a lot of work. That was a lot of time. Sometimes it's going to be 15 minutes. In this case, it's being sent to me automatically in my inbox, Gmail. Okay, I get copied on those emails when it sends a lead, a hello. I get copied of this. So I know right there and then I'm getting notified that I have a lead, number one. And if I want to call them right away, I can, because I actually put the lead's information there, so I can click one of the piece of information in the email and call them right away or email them right away if I want to. But they put it in a spreadsheet, right? So again, I can do other automations or have the spreadsheet available for whoever I might want to share this with. I actually worked with a team of agents, and they actually used that spreadsheet as their notes as how they followed up. So I knew what was happening with each individual lead. I can go to the same Google spreadsheet that I created for them. I can read the notes and see what has happened to each individual buyer or lead, and I can actually follow with them, right? So that's another, to me, one of the best apps in the world. I mean, I'm paying money for this particular app. Like, it's a premium feature to use Facebook lead forms. So I'm paying for this. That's how valuable I think this is, right? And it's all automation. And of course, I can send them to another CRM for a drip campaign or whatever. I mean, I could do what JP was talking about, sending them automated SMS and automated voicemails, whatever. In fact, I use Bots to do that, right? So I do have that Zap created, right? But that's really complex, really advanced, and I don't even want to show you what it looks like, but it's something that you probably should do, right? That way you can literally sleep and have your robots do the work for you. That's why I call the real estate robot army, right? So the next Zap, and I'm going to show you, and this is if you decided to be a team leader, or you're like in my situation where you are a lender and you want to have leads for referral partners. Some of you guys on this call might be a part of that. I actually have a group where I would actually drop leads off into the group, and the people in the group would actually claim or call or fight over the leads, right? So this is called the lead dump, right? So I was talking about how I use Google Sheets on a very high level with Zapier. This is one of the examples. So what I did with this app, and this will be the last app I talk about, because it's something that I think is kind of out of the box thinking. A lot of people don't think about Zaps this way, but this is how I refer leads to my referral partners. Okay. And again, if you have, let's say you're a broker, you have a team of real estate agents that you're trying to help feed, this is something you can do. I actually have a spreadsheet as a trigger, meaning if a new lead gets populated. Remember, my first Zap that I talked about before this was I was getting a Facebook lead. It was being sent an email to say hello, and then it was being populated to a Google Sheets. Well, this is the Google Sheets that I'm using to generate this Zap or the action. So when a new lead gets populated, again, new spreadsheet row in Google Sheets, as you can see right here. I'm gonna share my screen here. Sorry about that. Right. So when a new lead gets populated into the spreadsheet, then I post a message in the Facebook group. Like, literally, that's what I created, right? I made it so that when someone logs in or opts into a Facebook ad I have on, it takes their name, number, email, it sends them the automatic email, and then it sends them onto a Google Sheet, right? As you can see, I have like 3 of them here that are active, where I send them to the Google Sheets. From the Google Sheets, I send them to a Facebook group, right? And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. Okay. When someone is in the group, they're going to see this: a lead was generated from Facebook page. Location is entitled the page. First real estate agent to comment in mine owns the lead exclusively. Please reload to verify the name. And this is the name, number, email. And it says, you should text them whatever. And it says, this is the script. Hi, Serena. Thanks for requesting a list of homes that qualify for 0% down on our Facebook page. Is blank the best email address for you, right? So basically, I made a post in this group called Free Leads from the Larry Lee team. And I would have hundreds of agents in there fighting over the leads, right? So now, not only am I generating leads and following up with them without doing anything, Zapier's doing everything. I'm sleeping while this is happening. But now I'm distributing the leads, again, to whoever I want to. In this case, other realtors, right? Because I'm a lender, I'm trying to get in front of realtors, I'm trying to help grow their business. So one of the things I do is I offer them leads. So I have 100 realtors in one group, and I drop leads into that group for the realtors to fight over, right? But again, you can do the same thing as a broker. Let's say you are a team leader and you have, I don't know, 10, 20 agents under you, and you want to feed them, put them in the Facebook group, and then generate leads from Facebook, whatever, and then have it automatically send to the group. No, sir. This is liquid ant bait. It's not a toy. No, move along. It's not a toy. I don't care. It's not a toy. You can have it here. You have yo-yo ball. Here, take a yo-yo ball. Okay, well, there you go. That's it. Sorry for the interruption. My son, he sees the box and he thinks it's a toy. It's not a toy. It's liquid ant bait. So, yeah. I think that this is a good way to possibly recruit. I think it's a good way to possibly maintain or retain and feed and grow your real estate agents business, whether you're a lender like myself or you're a team leader, broker, like a lot of people who I get hired to do this for. Okay. So again, I literally will generate leads from Facebook, follow up, and put them in the Google Sheets. Not doing anything. Zap does everything for me. I'm sleeping, right? And then I would take leads from the Google Sheets and post it as a post into the group, telling the agents, hey, whoever claims it first, whoever says comment, whoever comments mine first in the group gets to talk to that lead, right? So not only am I getting leads and generating them and following with them, I'm also distributing them all on Zapier, all through automation, and like I said, while I sleep, right? So I think that that is probably one of my favorite zaps, right? Because I used to give away leads manually, right? Like I would get a lead, and I would, you know, call agents and say, hey, I have a lead from Facebook. I want to send it to you, whatever. And it would take 5, 10, 15 minutes to literally go through the entire process, right? To get the lead and then call an agent, get an agent on the phone or whatever, get an agent actually engage with me and say, hey, I want to give you a lead because I want to grow business with you. I want to bring value to you, whatever it is that I'm doing, right? I would do, and it would take 5, 10, 15 minutes of actual physical work. Like I would have to actually actively be doing this. Zapier made it so that I can do it in my sleep. And instead of like talking to one agent, I'm talking to hundreds of agents at the same time, right? So just food for thought, right? So yeah, I think that these apps will be a game changer if you are. I mean, you don't have to be in real estate. You don't have to be a lender. You have to be a real estate agent. You could be in any business that involves generating business using social media, generating business using the internet, and then uh, you know uh, creating marketing for it, right? So I showed you how to distribute content, right? Like, I'm doing this video right here. I'm distributing to like 20 different channels, actually like 25 different channels. If you think about like my StreamYard versus my Facebook Zaps, I'm also showing you how to, generate leads and then follow with them automatically and then also distribute them, right? So yeah, hopefully you got something out of that. And as you can tell, this kid is ready to take over. And I need to end the call. Okay, this kid's ready to take over, so I need to end the call so that I can give him the attention he needs. It's not even supposed to be my day; it's supposed to be my wife's day, but she's downstairs and there's like 3, 4 kids running around. So I guess she just lets them to go wherever as long as they're not blowing things up or burning things down. So I guess it's time for me to go. And plus, it's already an hour, right? So if you have any questions, you always give me a call, text me, email me, whatever you like. You can Google me, Larry the Mortgage Guy. You could Google Real Estate Robot Army. You can join the group. You can sign up for the Zoom calls, whatever you want, right? I would love to interact with you and engage with you and teach you and coach you, of course, and learn from you as well, if that's something you'd be willing to share. Either way, I really appreciate you guys watching. This is Larry, the Robot Maker, Robot General. I'm out. Craziness. I'm done, buddy.